A very good morning, children. Welcome back. We were studying lesson number 12 of Social Science, India Post Independence. And this is your second video. Let's continue from page number 97, the princely states. In the earlier video, we saw that India was given granted independence by the Britishers, Lord Mountbatten. He had a plan to partition India and Pakistan into two separate countries, and also princely states were given the option to either join India or to join Pakistan, or they could even stay as a different, completely different identity, different country. And we saw that how different, few places or few princely states they joined Pakistan, while the others they joined India. Let's continue. The princely states. As per the Indian Independence Act, many princely states declared their desire to remain independent. Sir C. R. Ramaswamy Iyer declared the state of Travancore as a sovereign republic. It was followed by Nizam of Hyderabad, Nawab of Bhopal, and Holkar of Indore. The Nawab of Junagadh declared his desire to join the Union of Pakistan. This proposal itself was very wrong. As I've told you in the earlier video, proposal बनाया ही इसीलिए गया था ताकि इंडिया को इंडिपेंडेंस मिलने के बाद भी वो लोग चैन से नहीं रह सके. See here, Travancore, which is at the center of the country, we have seen in the map. Then Nizam of Hyderabad. That means Hyderabad also is not, पाकिस्तान के बाजू में नहीं है या इंडिया के बाहर नहीं है. इंडिया की आउटस्कर्ट्स वाली बाउंड्री पे नहीं है. It is in the center. In the same way, Bhopal, Indore, all these places are, we can say, the center of India. अगर ये places बोलती हैं कि हमको individual, independent कंट्री रहना है, तो इट वॉज नॉट पॉसिबल. थिंक अबाउट इट. पूरा इंडिया है और बीच में एक खड्डा हो जाता है, विच प्लेसेस हम इंडिया के नहीं हैं. हाउ ऑकवर्ड इट इज टू रूल, टू कैरी आउट द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. And this gentleman, the Nawab of Junagadh, he declared his desire to join the Union of Pakistan. Now, Junagadh, you must have, seen the map of Gujarat. Where is Junagadh? Again, in the center of Gujarat. And that Nawab, he wanted to join to Pakistan. How is that possible? पूरा गुजरात अगर इंडिया रूल कर रहा है, इंडिया के अंडर में है, यूनाइटेड इंडिया के, और बीच में एक प्लेस गुजरात की बोलती है कि हमको पाकिस्तान के साथ जुड़ना है. इज इट पॉसिबल टू रूल, टू एडमिनिस्टर द कंट्री? नो. If every princely state had declared its independence, then India could never have attained its unity and integrity. There would have been constant conflicts over the boundaries. तो हम पहले की तरह हो जाते, जैसे राजा महाराजा आपस में लड़ते रहते थे अपनी बाउंड्रीज के लिए. हर प्रिंसली स्टेट अपनी बाउंड्री के लिए लड़ता रहता. देयर वुड हैव बीन कांस्टेंट कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स, कांस्टेंट fights. The resources of development would become limited and the princely states would be indulged in disputes and independence would have become meaningless. तो resources जो हमको मिल रहे थे डेवलपमेंट के, वो बहुत लिमिटेड हो जाते एंड प्रिंसली स्टेट्स would have indulged in disputes, आपस में झगड़ते रहते, and independence would have become meaningless. तो ऐसा इंडिपेंडेंस हमारे किस काम का, जब हम पहले की तरह जो राजा महाराजाओं के जमाने में था, छोटे छोटे स्टेट्स में डिवाइड हो जाता, तो हिंदुस्तान हिंदुस्तान रहता ही नहीं, इंडिया रहता ही नहीं. ओके, लेट्स सी हाउ द मर्जर ऑफ प्रिंसली स्टेट्स took place. Now, the merger of princely states. At the time of independence, there were 562 princely states in our country. Princely states means chote states. India became a strong union as all these princely states had joined the Indian Union. This most important and challenging task was completed by the Vice Prime Minister and the Home Minister Sri Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and his Secretary Sri V.P. Menon. They appealed to the patriotism of the kings and with their excellent diplomatic skills, they successfully merged 559 states with the Indian Union. The first princely state to accept the merger was the king of Bhavnagar, who was Maharaja Krishna Kumar Singh Ji. At the end, only 3 states were reluctant to cooperate and they were Junagadh, Hyderabad and Kashmir. Kashmir is still not solved. Still, Kashmiris, they wish to join Pakistan. And which were the other two places? Junagadh and Hyderabad. I gave you the example. Hyderabad also is at the center of India almost, and Junagadh is, we can say, the heart of Gujarat. How can we give away our heart and keep ruling Gujarat? It was not possible. Here we can see the picture of Sri Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the Iron Man of India. The people of Junagadh were keen to join India and they launched protests for the same against the Nawab of Junagadh. Ratubai Adani, along with other people, established Arzi Hukumat. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel conducted referendum and declared Junagadh as a part of Indian Union as per the will of its people. Now you understand, Junagadh was ruled by a Muslim king, but majority of its people, the citizens of Junagadh, they were Hindus. So being Hindus, they wanted to join to Indian Union, but the Nawab, he wanted to join Pakistan since he was a Muslim. But Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he conducted a referendum and a group of people, they were asked to vote and Junagadh was declared as a part of Indian Union. Military action was taken against the Nizam of Hyderabad and it was also merged in the Indian Union. So same policy was there for Hyderabad also. The Nizam, he was a Muslim, while the people, the citizens of Hyderabad, they were Hindus. So Nizam of Hyderabad wanted to join Pakistan. But uh, Hyderabad was merged into the Indian Union. Pakistan attacked Kashmir in 1948 CE and the King of Kashmir, Maharaja Harish Singh, officially joined the Indian Union. So see here the people were Muslims but the king was Hindu. So he joined Indian Union. Geographically and strategically it was very important that these states join Indian Union. As I told you, geographically it was not possible to hand over Junagadh or Hyderabad to Pakistan. The kings of princely states wanted to give a responsible government to their people. It was assured that the government of India would prove to be a responsible government to the people. The second reason to agree to the merger was that people became aware of their rights as a result of the proper education. We have seen since long people had started educating, they had started getting proper education. So now they had become aware of their rights and they were also aware that which government, whether the Indian government or the Pakistan government, would give them their proper rights. Every individual was able to understand the meaning of independence. Each one wanted to be free and developed. Thus, the kings and their people anticipated desired development after being a part of the Indian Union. It is a big thing to surrender one's kingdom except for some amount of property, and it indeed was a very credible act on the part of the kings of these princely states. So they relied, they had faith on the Indian government, and so they convinced their people, their citizens of their states, that if they joined Indian Union, they would be part of the development. Okay. This merger of 562 princely states is a historical phenomenon not only in India but in the history of the world. So in the world history, these many number of small princely states joining a single union, it's unique. India shall always remain indebted to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel and VP Menon for fulfilling this mammoth task. Mammoth means a giant, very difficult task in securing the unity and integrity of India forever. Their contribution towards the country was invaluable. We will always remain indebted. हमेशा उनके कर्जदार रहेंगे. Gandhiji's assassination, that means death of Gandhiji. It was only 6 months since India had attained independence when the entire nation received a very big shock. Many parts of the country were hit by nasty communal riots on account of the partition. Gandhiji started fasting to stop these riots. He appealed to the people to maintain peace and unity. So, as the leaders, visionaries earlier visioned that communal riots will be there, Such things had been taking place in the country. Many parts of the country were hit by nasty communal riots due to partition. And Gandhiji started fasting to stop these riots. He appealed to the people to maintain peace and unity. During this fasting in Birla House, while Gandhiji was going for his evening prayers on 30th of January 1948, Nathuram Godse shot him dead. He was going for his evening prayers, and we can say a crazy person, Nathuram Godse. He came with a pistol in his hand and shot Gandhiji dead. The entire nation went into deep grief. Everybody was very much shocked and sad. So, as the people heard this sad news on radio announced by Jawaharlal Nehru, friends and comrades, the light has gone out of our lives and there is darkness everywhere. I do not know what to tell you and how to say it. Our beloved leader, Bapu, as we called him, the father of nation, is no more. Gandhiji believed in unity among all classes and communities of people, and for this he sacrificed his whole life. Gandhiji's funeral riots were performed in Delhi. Grieving people joined the funeral to pay their homage. So, this was the announcement by Jawaharlal Nehru on the radio for addressing the people and disclosing the news of Gandhiji's death. And definitely, each and everyone loved Bapu as he was fondly called by the people, the father of the nation. All were in shock. All the classes and communities, they joined together in his funeral riots. We can uh, see in the picture, lakhs of people have come for the funeral riots of Gandhiji because they wanted to pay their homage, अपनी श्रद्धांजलि देना चाहते थे. We will continue in the next video in the further chapter. Thank you so much, children. Stay home, stay safe.